Chargers. Coming up next.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Set for a start, it's Dicker the kicker. Cameron Dicker with a run-up, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 35, here's second down and a yard. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 7 yards there and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Able to slither by. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On 2nd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 28 yards. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0. As both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now 2nd and 3.
Herbert.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers down 7-0. A minute 36 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing, Herbert. Finding Allen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Herbert to throw. He's got Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Now Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Oh, what a play, but he couldn't get out of bounds. And you've got no timeouts. They've got to get to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Here's 1st down. Herbert going to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10. Herbert. To the sideline and incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. With zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away.
Returning it, Justice Hill. Fights off the tackle at the 20.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out here with option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. And that is incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Returnable here for Davis.
It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Second down and 3.
Now Herbert with his first throw in OT. That's caught by Palmer. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. just a moment. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert. Down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
There he goes, left side. He's on his way, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.